Thought it was a night of growth.
Go ahead,
Oh, all right.
Signals in there.
I thought that the game had a little bit of rhythm and flow at the offensive end. I thought that we were a little bit unfortunate at halftime, and looking at the stat sheet that our halftime stat numbers and assists were a little bit low, because I thought we made the right plays and the right passes and got the ball where we wanted to. But obviously a record night for Kofi. I think he's continuing to progress. I think he's starting to understand that the ball doesn't just come to you. You have to go snatch it and get it. And he's starting to chase balls and not accept blockouts. I thought Georgie did a really nice job on the glass. I thought he had a great purpose for an intent to go rebound. And then I thought DeMonte was excellent. I thought he rebounded from and took the challenge of really stepping up. And I loved his play tonight. And I thought we got good looks from three. We rushed a few in the first half, but we'll have a night when the majority of those will go in. But all in all, I was pleased. I thought we had a few turnovers late, but took better care of the ball. We unofficially had a 1.2 OER, which is an efficiency rating number that's very good. And I like the shots we were getting. We missed 4 or 5 bunnies and little layups and got some clean looks at threes, but starting to progress in that area.
Questions?
Brad, Kofi does not foul very much for a freshman big man. Do you know how statistically he compares in that category versus some of the other?
I haven't looked at it. I know we're one of the least fouling teams in the country. It's one of the areas that we've really tried to emphasize and work on. I'll be honest, I don't know where he's at individually in terms of stat totals or anything else, but he's got a little presence about him that and IQ and feel that knock on wood that he's he doesn't get in foul trouble a lot yet.
Brett, I don't know if you'd agree that Georgie looked a little uncomfortable in the first couple games in a new role, but what was your message to him? Because he seems to
keep doing it. I thought tonight was his best night all around. I mean, we're talking, and I say this, I'm shocked when Georgie misses a shot in the paint. I'm so used to seeing him finish everything. But how about his passing? How about his unselfishness? How about his ability to go get 9 rebounds and chase balls and rebounds from the perimeter, and then find a way to get some easy baskets and take advantage of it. We worked really hard at trying to put Georgie in positions to score with Kofi on the floor as well. And but I thought he was outstanding tonight.
I mean, it's just 5 games, but did you expect this much from Kofi this soon, just to maybe be as comfortable as he seems to be?
You guys know me. I don't set a lot of expectations, or I don't want to, especially with freshmen. I would probably say he's been really good. I don't know what I expected. I expect him to be a good player and a contributor, because I've seen him so many times over the years just be a good player. And I know he's imposing, he's different, but I have been really, really impressed with how coachable he is, how well he listens, and how well he has adapted to playing the college game. I mean, playing on a longer court, playing fast, playing against bigger guys. That I would say, yeah, I've probably been a little surprised by that.
Is there a member of the staff that you would identify as the rebounding coordinator?
Every single one of us. Chen handles I'll be honest, Coleman handles the offensive side of it. Orlando handles the defensive side of it. Chen's on those guys every single day about offensive rebounding, and then handles the defensive side of it. But we all emphasize it.
Kofi said that you had set this, breaking that freshman record early on for him. Was that something you challenge all of your freshman bigs to do, or is that tailored for him?
Well, I think, you want to be within reason of who can do it and who can't, and, I thought that was a goal that, was within reach for him. I didn't know it would come 5 games in or 25 games in, but I thought it would be something that he could shoot for, and, now he needs to continue building on that, and he will. He will.
Brett, 17 assists, 13 turnovers tonight. I know that was kind of a
Backflips. I'm doing
yeah.
I'm doing backflips with that number. Again, it's finding that rhythm and not turning the ball over, and some of the careless turnovers, and we found a little pace and a little tempo, and that was good to see.
Go back.
Brett, Kofi breaking Deion Thomas's rebound record tonight, Georgie breaking his single-game scoring record last year. What's it feeling like for you as a coach, seeing guys make that much of an impact in their first year?
Well, my first impact was what a hell of a player Deion was. Golly. But, I mean, that's why we do this, and it's why, this program has been really successful, as guys have achieved those type of things, and it makes me feel good that we're positioning ourselves to continue to do that, and you got to have talented guys, you got to have guys that work and are committed, and Georgie, Georgie had his moment, and now Kofi does his, and yeah, I feel good about that, but more importantly, both those came in wins.
Now that we're 5 games into the season, can you talk a little bit about having Trent, Io, and Trey all in the starting lineup?
Yeah, it's something we've paid close attention to. We know they're good. We know they all do something a little bit different. We've waited a little bit in terms of the sample size. We've been really monitoring plus minuses with those guys, and making sure that we're not losing out on offensive rebound opportunities. We're not, fighting mismatches on the defensive side. So, I feel comfortable with it. I think they're getting more comfortable with each other, and I've been pretty pleased with it to this point.
Io got to go in the second half offensively, floater game, hit a 3. What did you think of his play, and how important was it to feel good coming out of this game for him?
Yeah, no doubt, and Io's been, Io's that young man who texts me all the time and sends me different quotes that guys say or something, or emphasis, and I mean, he is so dialed into basketball and this group, and he's about winning, and he's hasn't maybe shot it as well as he would like, and as much time and effort as he's put in it, but yeah, it was good. We all know he's a very capable scorer, and he's playing great defensively, and I'm really happy for him tonight. I've been pleased with his game. I've been very ecstatic with what he's done on the defensive side. But it's good to see that ball go down.
Coach, you mentioned the differences compared to last year, how much less you're fouling, rebounding numbers are off the charts. Other differences too, you're playing at a slower tempo, not turning up teams as much over on defense. You talked last year, near the end of last year, a lot about establishing a culture, establishing identity. What's been the evolution of this kind of new identity for this team?
I don't know if we got enough time. I think it was some self-evaluation. I think it was a little bit of Kofi's presence. I think it was about opportunities to exploit other teams. You know, in a lot of ways, it came down to our fouling and our not getting fouled. My teams in the past have always been, I think, coming into this year, I think the lowest any of my teams have been is 259th in the country in fouling. I think that's correct. And yet, when we had a year like we had last year, where we didn't get to the foul line and we did an offensive rebound, it puts a real emphasis on what you do defensively. And you know, that was a concern. We knew Kofi would clean up some of that. We knew that and help some of that. But you know, it was just, again, you sometimes you have to adapt to your people and your personnel. And we felt like this is something that's worked. And you know, knock on wood, we're not fouling and we're rebounding like crazy. And we've been, I think they shot 19% the first half, and I like that.
The other night, it seemed like it was Allen. Tonight, it seemed like it was DeMonte crashing the glass and doing some of those little things. I would imagine you're pretty pleased with what you're getting off the bench from that spot.
Now I need that consistency, absolutely, and we really challenged DeMonte. DeMonte's a big part of our basketball team, and DeMonte's so versatile. We need him to be a major contributor, and both of those guys are elite rebounders at their position, and we need that. Those are loose balls. You know, the big guys get in there and they're scrumming, and it's a rugby match in the inside, and those guys can come in and clean up a lot of balls and a lot of extra possessions, get baskets for themselves, and they're both very good at it. We need that on a consistent night-to-night basis.
Ben didn't play on Monday. What did you think of his minutes tonight?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't think he earned it on Monday, and tonight I was really pleased. He's had. It was a good opportunity for him to come in and help. I feel really comfortable with Ben on the defensive side of things. And I love his physicality. I love what he's doing. It's been a matter of just getting him slowed down. You saw the little rush with his feet and the travel and just slowing down, letting the game come to him. But made a great post move. You know, I think we've seen some glimpses of what Ben can do, and it's just a matter of comfort for him.
Brad, there was a stretch there before the under 8 timeout in the second half. It looked like Kofi was pretty gassed, and I saw Fletch up kind of encouraging him to keep going. And what do you guys want to see out of him in those stretches for that last burst?
He needs that. He needs to feel that. We want him to push himself to that point where he's literally exhausted, and he needs to know how to play through that. He had the one late in the second half. He gave up a layup just because he didn't jump and didn't contest it, and it was because he was tired. And now he's got to be able to push through that. And you know, we kept harping on him to run and gun it up. That's the next level for Kofi, is being able to push through that.
What do you think about his hockey substitution attempt?
That was all on me. I told you he's all a great listener. I told him, I said, get in. He got in. So I'll take all of that. But you know, it's one of those things that you assume nothing, and I probably assumed that he would just stop at the X. And, yeah, so that one's on me.
Shot 37% in the first half, 60 in the second. Was it just shots fall sometimes and sometimes they don't, or did you notice a difference in what you were doing?
Well, I thought we got a better rhythm. You know, I thought we got out and we got some easy baskets in transition. I thought it's nice when you can get a stop or two and you get out and push. And I thought we did a much better job of pitching the ball ahead tonight. We got some clean looks. We practiced those shots a lot, and then you know, I was really proud of Georgie and Kofi both for their rim runs, and we got some easy opportunities out of that. So you get the ball in good places and you play unselfish, you got a chance to make them, and second half we did that.
Yeah. Seemed like pretty efficient nights for Trent and Andres. I think they had 8 assists and 1 turnover. Not too many shots, but what do you think of them and their efficiency tonight?
Do what you have to do to win, and those guys do that every single night. And you know, Dre's got that ability, and Trent have that ability to both go on runs and score a lot of points if they need to. And yet tonight they did exactly what they needed to do, and they did it efficiently, and that's one of the things we're really striving for.
On Monday, you spoke after the game about how much more pleased you were with your on-ball and help defense. Tonight, it looked like it was a little bit better. Can you speak to that a little bit more after another?
Yeah, I wasn't very pleased with our closeouts. We spend a lot of time on closing out, and we knew this was what we call a shoot top closeout. You've got to get literally on top of them because they shoot the three, and I thought we closed out a little short. But again, that was a quick turn in personnel, and we better have shoot top closeouts on Saturday night with the guard coming in here from Hampton, who's one of the leading scorers in the country.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Thank you.